Aha. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. Hi, people. Hey, people. Sorry, can you hear me? What a freaking mess, hey? Hold on. Papers. Hold on, I gotta catch up, people. I'm sorry about the mess. Let's play the music, people. Okay, we're back on, people. I'm sorry about the delay. Something got screwed up with the cameras in YouTube. Really, seriously, it's awful. Tony Allen, hi. MC, I got you, MC, okay? We got you. Constance, I got you already. Stay there. Trinity, hi, Trinity. Good evening. How are the kids? Have I got the right Trinity? I got you, Jackie Sean. You were first here. Patricia, I got you. Jenny H. Hi, Jenny. What's going on? MC. I got you here, MC. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Emotional breakdown. Emotional breakdown. Emotional breakdown. Sharon Teo. Good evening, Sharon. Waiting on the will of heaven today. Sharon Teo. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's keep going. I gotta check everybody in. Hold on. I'm trying to keep up. Tina. Hi, Tina. Good to see you, Tina. Hello, hello. Sue on Path. Sue on Path. Okay, we got that. Sue Empath. You're an empath, aren't you, Sue? We can tell. Indigo Child. Aha. Yes. Walking in circles. Yes, because you were very late last time. Feeding all the birds. There we go. How about that? Up a mountain, looking around. Yes, thank you, Liz. Liz Wolf, thank you very much for that. It's true. TL is having technical difficulties. Happy go lucky. Yay. Happy go. Happy go. What's going on, Happy go? Hi, y'all. Hi, y'all. Who have I missed? Yeah, I got Tina. We got Tina. Yeah. Trista Perry. Trista Perry. Hi, Trista. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I know you've been here before. Who's that? You lucky person. Who is that? $9.99. Who are you? I can't see the name. Wait a minute. You just bought yourself a reading. You just bought yourself a reading. Who are you? Who just put the $9.99 in there? Who is that? Can you type it in, please? Who are you? I lost the name. I lost the name already. We haven't even started. Oh, man. Oh, Christina. Got it. Okay. All right. Thank you, Christina, for setting an example. Christina Richardson. Got it. Okay. We got this, people. Thank you. Woo! You made my day. I'm waiting on the will of Christina, you are definitely getting a reading. Isn't that amazing how it works? Money talks, people. Seriously. There we go. Look at that. Let's see. Thank you very much. Yeah, this healing stuff is a pain, isn't it? Indigo, it sounds like you're a professional healer. Join the club. Alsan, Alsan. Good evening, Michael. Glad to see you're here. Who is Laura? Laura is Laura Ellen Smith. She's very sophisticated. As you can tell, people, Alsan is causing mischief this evening. Sticking his fingers in the ribs. That's what you're doing, Alsan, isn't it? Just like, nye, 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 nye. Nye, 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 nye. Yeah, I know that. I know. Thomas Bayliss. Ah, yes, I remember Thomas. Thomas Bayliss. I remember. I remember. I thought you had been. You were part of the British royalty, and then I was told that you're not a member of the British royalty. So it's okay. You can still hang out with us. We're very, very special people here. We are extremely special here, and so you're quite welcome. Okay, so no worries. Let me see. I got to put Christina on so we can mark the name. Christina Richardson. That's Richardson. So you got it. I'm going to highlight you. You get extra special highlights. There you go. So there we go. Ah. Jamie Oliver here. Janita Oliver here is the female version of Jamie. Janita. So I'm assuming you're a television cook. Jeffrey, good evening, Jeffrey. I've got you. I got you right here. Okay, Jeffrey, no worries. Don't you worry, Jeffrey. We got you right here. By the way, Jeffrey is very sophisticated. I want you to know, people, that Jeffrey knows a lot about stuff, especially when it comes to the really hardcore stuff about life and money and things. So if you want to get like a serious reality check, hang out with Jeffrey. Introduce yourselves. Okay. Who have I missed? Guada. Ovamus, Guada. Walking in circles. Feeding all the birds. Guada. Yes, you're the cook. You're the famous chef. That's right. I know that. Nora, got you. I just saw you. I just saw your name there. Nora Munoz. Okay. So, let's see. Who's going on? What's going on? Hey, people. Christina, yeah. Maria. Yes, Maria. Oh, good evening. Hi. I didn't get you earlier, did I? No, I did not. Good evening, Maria. Hi. Whoa, 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 slow down. I just saw some very interesting turquoise from Melissa Kumsko Garcia. Melissa, you obviously understand how this works. So, yes. Kumsko Garcia. That's a very fancy name. You probably have a very large, fancy SUV with lots of chrome. Or maybe you've got one of those little tiny BMW electric cars. I'm not sure. Or maybe something in between. Maybe you're a minivan mom. Aha. I don't know. Misha Castle. Okay, I'll put that in. Misha Castle. Misha Castle. Isn't that somewhere near Balmoral? You know, where the Queen lives up in Scotland? Misha Castle. Yes. Misha Castle, good evening. Did I get you already, Angela? Lisa, you know what, Lisa? You just bought yourself a friend for the night. I think that's right. Who is that, right? Melissa, yeah. Melissa KG. Hold on, let's get this working here. You just got yourself a reading. Isn't that amazing how this works now? We'll probably have some random ones later on. We'll see. We'll see how things go. Thank you. You got it. Yeah. No, Michael. No, not the Queen of Scotland. The Queen of England. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. She has a little castle called Balmoral up in Scotland. And I think that Misha has a castle next door. So they hang out together for crumpets and tea. Yeah. Okay. Okay, you guys are kind of nutty. I have to say you guys are kind of nutty. But that's okay. Nutty works on this channel. Let me just do a couple of tricks here. Let me press a few buttons. I'm just gonna, okay, I've got enough music for now. Stay there. Okay, let's get back to show time. Okay, as you know, people, this is all about you guys. Sue on your path. Just be careful of how you're writing those things, okay? Trinity, 199. Okay. Wow, okay. I don't know what that means. It says 199 and 25. So I'm just going to give you one anyway. Okay? Trinity. It said 195 or 25, I'm not sure. My gosh. Water dreams. Well, wait a minute, I missed somebody. Who is inked? Oh, that's Inked Empress. Is Inked Empress here? Oh, you're famous for typos. Well done. Ashley Yarborough. Oh, MC. Whoa, slow down, people. I mean, I really appreciate this. Trinity Rising. Okay. MC. You picked the lucky number. That is the magic number as far as I'm concerned. 777. Wow. Why not? Thank you. MC, I believe. Have we done this before, MC? Oh, you're gonna get one anyway, okay? It might just be a little one because I don't know how many people we're gonna get to read tonight, but we'll see. Inked Empress from New Zealand. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Let's have a look what's going on. I've got to put Inked Empress over here. I'm getting all messed up with my pens. Empress. Oh gosh. So it's early afternoon for you guys, isn't it? And it's Monday afternoon. Wait a minute. Who are you? Trinity? Now you're just showing off. It's okay. It's okay. I accept that. You're wonderful. You know what? You know what? Okay, we'll just talk about this later, but that's a very big super chat. That's a huge super chat. Thank you. And I really, really love it, you guys. You guys are really, you're really rocking the stage here. So cool. Thank you so much. It's a little bit tricky to do all this at once. Hold on. I see Rodarius is here again. I think we gave you a reading last week, didn't we, Rodarius? Yes, I believe we did. Yes. Sarah McCauley. Yes. Lena is here. By the way, Lena is a musicologist. She knows a huge amount about music, and we're going to start working together because she's going to educate me in music. And I just missed Ashley Yarborough. Again, Ashley, it sounds like you have a castle in England as well, or maybe just a country manor. Hold on. Let's have a look. Ashley Yarborough. Oh, Purple Heart. Okay. Hold on. Let's have a look. Yeah, Ashley's here. Yes, Ashley's in the house. Ashley wants everybody to know that Ashley is in the house. Ashley Yarborough. Now, it sounds, Ashley Yarborough, that you have, connections with, again, with the royal family. So, it doesn't surprise me because we're very, very sophisticated on this channel, as you know. And most of us have been, in our past lives on this channel, especially on the Sunday Night Live show, most of us have all been royalty, at least in one of our past lives. So none of this surprises me. I mean, look at Melissa Concho Garcia. That's a double-barreled name. I mean, by definition, you must have been royalty, probably like a queen somewhere, in Persia or in the Middle Ages in Russia or something like that. Oh, you want your own private club on the moon? Yeah, yeah, we could do that. Yeah, I mean, I know people have tried. Elon Musk, with Tesla and SpaceX, he's already doing his thing to go to Mars and wherever, and that's great. So that's fine. But I think we're doing a pretty good job here, just with Terra Illumination Sunday Night Live. I think you guys are awesome. And I really love doing this for you. Now, who did I just, wait a minute, I just missed somebody here. Stay there. Trinity. Okay, I got you. Trinity, Christina, Melissa, and MC. You guys for sure are getting readings. So, okay. Now, wait a minute, Tina. We need to hear about that. Matrix repatterning therapy. Well, actually, Tina, I don't know about that, but it sounds kind of like neuro-linguistic programming, which is very much like what we do here on Terra Illumination anyway, where I just do a lot of little chants. I do that to myself all day, every day, and it stops me going insane. So, oh, Indigo, so you're in New Zealand. Oh, no, you're in Australia, right? Indigo, you're an Aussie. I got you here, didn't I? Where are you? Where are you? I'm sure I got you. Indigo child, where are you? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Tell everybody, Angie. That's very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh, Ellen. Hi, Ellen. Good evening. Very classy. Very, very nice of you to be here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Dulce Mercado. Dulce Mercado. Dulce Mercado. Okay, got you. Okay. Circumferential magnets. Whoa. Okay, you're scaring me, people. We have to talk about this another time. Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's a mess tonight, isn't it, people? Welcome to Terra Illumination on a rough day. Okay. I know what you're thinking about this stuff, but well, Trista Perry, if you're trying to get into Reiki healing, you're kind of already here at it. There is an amazing healer, by the way. I haven't seen her here tonight, but her name is Mateya, and she does her name. I'll just put her name here for you. I'll just write her name here. So who did I miss? Was it you, Angie? Somebody said you're getting into the Reiki. I can't. I don't know how to track people down online or the channel. Maybe you can search in the chat boxes or something. But one of the visitors here is named Mateja, and I think she's Slavic Serbian, and I think she's living in Norway or Sweden or Finland, and she does remote healing all around the world. So if you get in touch with her, you can book a session with Mateja. Okay. Yeah, well, Indigo Child, we can do that here. We're going to be talking about remote healing and things like that soon one day anyway. So cool. We'll work on that. Yeah, creativity, we could say that. Oh, by the way, just want to let you know, people, I'm going to put this on the side here. Hold on a minute. Did you notice the planets today? Look at this, man. Hold on. Let's get some order here, people. Let's get some order. This is Sunday Night Live. As you know, Tarot Illumination is a very professional operation, and we do things properly here. We don't mess around. We don't go around our messes. Okay. I want to show you something, folks. Before we do the big group reading, we're going to do a group reading in a moment, okay? Snow removal. Angie Love. Wait a minute. Sorry. Hold on, Angie Love. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry about that. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Angie Love. Well, now it's official. You're there. We got you, okay? Yes, I always wear a suit, Jeffrey. I've just rolled my sleeves up. And by the way, I wear yeah, a very dark, very professional suit, and I have very well polished black professional corporate shoes, and of course, usually I have cufflinks and all of that. It's just that, you know, it's really tough environment here, so I have to take my shirt off and my jacket off. Yeah, okay. Laura Ellen Smith, pinched nerve in your neck. Well, guess what? You know, that's a kind of a mechanical issue, but a lot of the times, Laura Ellen Smith, with things like a pinched nerve in the neck, you can guarantee you've been doing something that triggered the pinched nerve, like maybe sleeping on your tummy and then your head is turned 90 degrees sideways. That can really, really pinch the nerves. Or you could be have been sitting at your computer, writing very intensely or doing something, and your neck and your upper shoulders get really locked up. I know all about this stuff, believe me. So if you want to hang out and talk about it, you can do that. Okay, Precious, Angie Love. Precious is there too. I've just read your alcoholic records. What was that? What was that? What are you talking about? This is a clean show for kids here. I would like, hold on. The chat's going really fast. Favorite, apparently you're a mess. Okay, Laura, okay, let's have a look. Hold on. So, you know what? It sounds like Laura Ellen Smith needs an actual healing. I'm going to put a different note. I'm just going to put Laura Ellen Smith actually needs a proper healing. Now, I don't know if we'll get to this tonight, but maybe we could all do kind of a group remote Reiki thing. If everybody, we could just do that for kicks, you know? You know, just for kicks. I mean, everybody. Okay, favorite. I didn't get favorite. Hold on. I saw you. I just saw you. Favorite. Favorite D. Favorite darkness. Favorite is a reader, by the way. Kind of shy. So, hold on. I gotta try and catch up with the chat here, people. It's very solar flares. Yeah. Well, okay. First of all, I don't know if I've got everybody yet, but I think I've caught up with most of you guys. Oh, you don't need to read. Okay. Happy Go Lucky is sending healing now. Okay, here's what we could do. Just for kicks, everybody. This is just a little experimental fun treat. It doesn't have to have work or anything. It doesn't matter. But what I'd like to suggest is that regarding Laura Ellen Smith, who has humbly confessed that she literally has a pain in the neck. Well, guess what? Tonight is a golden opportunity for everybody to practice group energy healing. So here's what I would recommend. First of all, we'll do a little chant and we'll ask for the healing power of love to fill us from up above. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is pay very, very close attention to the top of your head, and then your heart, and then your hands. And what I'd like to do, looking from the top, what I would like to do is just imagine this, everybody, okay? And for FB who has a pain in their stomach, okay? So this is, hey, Loca, Loca, Loca. I got to put you here too. Hold on. I got to keep up. Loca, Loca, Loca. I've only got room for Loca, Loca, okay? And I missed somebody, FB. Okay, so we're going to do just an experiment just for kicks. This is just for kicks, people, all right? Laura Ellen Smith and anybody else who's sick tonight, we're going to do a group healing with the people who are not sick. Or even if you are sick, you can still help out. So everybody, just imagine, you know how we do it with the campfire. So I'm looking from the top down. Imagine this, okay? Okay, we're going to identify Laura as needing some TLC right now. Tarot Illumination Care. Ha, ha, ha. I just thought of that. TLC. You know TLC is Tender Loving Care. Why don't we just call it Tarot Illumination Care? So we're going to send some Tarot Illumination Care to Laura Ellen Smith. So all of you, please, if you could put Laura Ellen Smith, imagine she's in the center of a circle right now. And all of you guys, all of you are gathered around in the campfire circle, all around Ellen now, okay? That's step one. Okay, can you see that? Can you see that little picture? Okay, so don't think too much about this. You don't have to think too much about this. This is just for fun. Now, first of all, everybody imagine Laura Ellen Smith is sitting in the middle of a room, and it's all quiet and comfy and cozy, and she's all super, super relaxed. Okay, and we're all gathered around a circle. The next step is we're going to do an invocation, and I'm just going to give you a heads up. Then what we're going to do is bring the healing power of love into our bodies from up above, and then each of us, we can extend our hands like this, okay? Our arms are going to extend outwards towards probably the computer screen or wherever you imagine Laura Ellen Smith is sitting. Okay? Okay, so that's you guys. That's your arms. And at the end of each arm is your hands. Okay? So there we go. I'm going to put all of your hands over there like this and like this, like this, and this, and this, and this, and this. I know this sounds totally nutty, but this is kind of what I do anyway. Okay, so the next step is once the healing power of love is inside of you and it's flowing through, you're going to project it like invisible rays, and you're going to send it in multicolors like this, and you're going to just send it like a present, like a wish, and you're going to send it. Hold on, I'm going to put some green, healing green, or pinky violet. We're going to use violet. Okay, so let's have a look. So we're going to put sort of violet energy here. Okay, little sparks of violet like this. And we're going to put some green. We're going to put a little bit of green. Okay, like this. And we're going to fill Laura Ellen Smith up with healing light. The next thing we're going to add is gold. If I can find my gold. I need to find gold. Okay, well, now we'll have silver. We'll add some silver, okay? We'll add some sparkly silver essence to make it really fun and sparkly, okay? So what's going to happen here is that the pink lights are going to come into the top of you from here. I don't really have too much. Okay, so I'm just going to try and make a doodle, because from the side, okay, from the side, can you see what's going on here now? Okay, so from the side, It's going to look like this. Each one of you, because I guess that most of you are sitting down, so I'm going to make a doodle so that you can see what you look like when you're sitting down. There's Laura sitting in the middle. I'll just put Laura over there, and she's looking all sad because of the neck pain. But she's sitting there, and she's all squat-legged, okay? There you go. And she's hugging herself, okay? And you're all sad. And there's Laura Ellen Smith, all sad and in pain. And then that's you sitting cross-legged or on your chair. And then all the rest of us are sitting on our little viewing chairs over here. And in your body, you're sitting like this. There's your butt, there's your legs, and there's your feet. Okay? And then there's your head, and there's your shoulders. But this is what you're doing with your hands. Okay? So what's going to happen is you're going to get a lot of purple violet light coming into the top of your head here. It's all going to come into you. Then it's going to flow into your heart and then out. It's going to be shooting like healing, magnetic healing rays. Okay? Now each one of us gets to do this. And if you're female, you have hair. Okay? So I'm just going to fill it in with green, the color of the heart and happiness here. Okay? And this, okay? So there you are. And we're going to make it with some bright sunlight as well over here, okay? So this is supposed to be the healing power of love. This is the healing power of love. Okay? So it kind of works like this. The healing power of love is there, okay? And we're going to get it inside of us, into our hearts from here. We're going to own it throughout our whole chakra system, and then we're going to blast it out and project it through our hands straight over to Laura Ellen Smith, okay? So let's begin. Okay, after this, we'll do a group reading for everybody, okay? So this is just for fun, okay? And whoever else feels really sick and creepy and really like a piece of doo-doo right now, you can place yourself in the middle here with Laura Ellen Smith, and the rest of us can hang out outside of here. All the ones of us who feel really, really good night right now, we can put ourselves over here, and we can be instruments of the healing power of love, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready, people? Are you ready, people? So I'm going to do a little invocation, and then we're going to do it, okay? And it'll just take a few moments, and then who knows? It might work. It might actually work. Okay. Here we go. Let's keep it very, very simple. This is for Laura Ellen Smith. This is your own reading. It's just a very unusual kind of reading, that's all. So tonight, here we go. I'm going to do the long one. So everybody, I would ask you to keep your eyes on the screen or close them a little bit if you want to, and then extend your arms and your hands outwards and just kind of whisper it to yourself, or just pretend you're miming and copying me, and I'll just say it for you, okay? So here we go. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our bodies from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our minds from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our hearts from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our souls from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our relationships from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our loved ones from up above, including you. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our homes and families from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our whole lives from up above. Okay. Okay, it's all coming in now. It's all coming in now. It's all flowing in very, very nicely. And just imagine you're just like a kettle, and you're being filled up from the faucet. And you're getting ready to boil some water for tea. And we are there, okay? So let's just say we now own all this. The next thing that we're going to do, and we're going to, what I would invite you to do is open your palms forward and just imagine Laura Ellen Smith is right in front of you, okay? Sitting there just right in front of you with all her neck pain and whoever else is hanging around with Laura, okay? And all we're going to do is hold our hands there like that for you, okay? So I'm doing this now. Yeah, yeah, okay, okay. So Lopez, Jessica, if you want to hang in with this too, you're welcome. Anybody else who wants to be on the receiving end too, I'm just doing my own version of it. I'm hoping some of you are participating as well, okay? So Laura, um, I just do this stuff anyway, because this is what I do. But this is kind of personalized for you tonight. And all we're doing is trying to like do it in a group session to amplify it and to make the power greater so that you have a better chance of getting some relief here. And it's happening right now as we're doing this. Nothing, we don't have to do anything particularly special. It's just happening because we're in the flow. And that's about all there is to it. Now, I'm going to disconnect in a minute, but what I'm going to do is declare that we're all in the flow here tonight, and the energy is flowing like a current, not just with myself, but with you guys as a team, but also as individuals. So it's like we're all doing this now automatically, whether we know it or not. In other words, we're acting like a funnel. So this is what's happening right now, and this is what it would look like from up above. This is the view. This is how it looks from heaven. Okay, so from heaven, this is all of us hanging out here and focusing all our healing power of love onto Laura Ellen Smith. Okay, so there you go. So there you go, Ellen. That one's for you. That was your treat for the evening. Okay, all right. Now, just to, okay. Okay, Wolfie Braggs. Hold on, I've missed some people here. Wait a minute, there's some people I missed. Stay there. Wolfie Braggs. Wolfie Braggs. Hold on. I gotta get some names. I think I've missed some names. Wolfie Braggs. Wolfie Braggs. And I missed someone else. That's okay, Laura. We just do what we can. Oh, Fritali's here. Hi, Fritali. Good evening, Fritali. Good evening, Fritali. Yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh. Melissa. Whoa. Trista. Did I get you, Trista? Yeah. Okay. Jessica Lopez. Jessica. Did I get you? I think I missed you. Hold on. Lopez. Yeah, I missed you. I'm sorry about that. Lopez Jessica. I'll just put Jess over there. Okay. So there we go. Hey, Fritali. Hi. Primary's here. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hello. Where's Primary? Primary's here. I saw that. Yeah, that was pretty new. Wasn't that cool, Jenny? That was pretty good fun. That's just kind of basically how it all works. And Light Flower. I just saw you. I just saw that. Light Flower. And I just saw Primary. So that little show we did for Laura Ellen Smith, that's just like a little demonstration thing, okay? There you go. Rohit is here. Good evening, Rohit from India. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. All right, you got it. So let's I want to move on. I want to show you guys something. I don't know if any of you have been freaking out recently with the planets, but look at this, just for kicks. Today, And the last day or so, we had this. Let me see if I can get the imagery here for you. Hold on, just stay with me. Bear with me. Be patient, people. I gotta have a look at this. Stay there. I gotta show you this, people. Look at this beast. Like right now, while we are broadcasting live, you might not have noticed, but I sure noticed it because my body can really feel these things. We had a huge pile up of energy over here in, where's my big red one? Where's my red one? Okay, I've kind of lost it. I've lost it, people. There's the red one. Aries, look at this. Okay, here's Aries over here, all right? So right now we've got the sun, and we've got Mercury, and we've got Venus, and we've got Uranus, okay? All of that stuff is all piled up here in Aries. Look at all of that. Okay, do you see all of that? We've got a massive pile up here. And at the same time, we got all this pile up of Capricorn up here. Pluto, Saturn, and Mars, okay? You can probably figure out what this is going to look like in a minute. Saturn and Mars. And then right now, we got, I'll put this in green. We got the moon over here in Cancer. Okay, so doesn't that look really, really cute, people? Well, sure. Yeah, it looks really cute until you do this. Watch this. Okay. Do you know what this is, people? This is a massive T-square, okay? Okay, it's happening right now. I just thought you might want to know. This is a massive T-square right here. Okay, so right now, the moon is in Cancer here tonight in the west coast of the USA. And it is March, I just want to put this on record, March 25th, okay, 2018. Right now, the moon is in Cancer, 25 degrees or something. Over here, you've got Pluto, Saturn, and Mars all clustered together. Okay, over here you've got Aries, Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Uranus all piled up. These are all huge. This is happening right now. So if any of you are a Capricorn or a Cancer or an Aries or even a Libra, you have every excuse in the world to blame the planets. Okay, so if everything is turning to doo-doo in your life right now, you can happily blame the planets. There you go. I do this all the time. So there. Makes it easier to live with these kind of things. Now, I don't know where this is with you. This is a universal chart. So it might look like this for you, or here, or here, or here, or wherever it may lie. Okay? So you probably notice it's the cardinal signs getting really, really hit right now. So anybody, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, dominant, you might be in a big pile of doo-doo right now. And it's understandable. Don't worry about it. Okay? Okay, let's do the group reading. It's about time we actually did something serious here for once, people. Okay? I'm sorry about the mess. I got all carried away tonight. So, let's have a look. I got to go back to you guys. I got to see where I am, what I'm doing. Okay, so. Okay, all right. Okay, so you all have an excuse. I was just going to show this to you now. You know, it's not a full moon or anything. By the way, we've got something very similar coming up. Next weekend, we've got this. Look at this, people. It's basically the same thing. It's a really, really big fat T-square but it's at the full moon. We're going to have all the Aries planets here. We're going to have the Libra moon over here, and we're going to have all that Capricorn stuff over here. So that's next weekend, people. This big T square here, we're getting kind of this is kind of like an action replay of what's going on here right now. So this is kind of what it is right now, and it's going to turn into this. Okay, so there you go. You have an excuse, people. All right, let's make some space here. We're going to do the group reading for everybody. All right, and then we're going to have some sing along. We'll have some music. All right, here we go. Yeah, truly, Constance, you can call it. You can actually say that. You're getting T-boned right now. It's literally like, yep. So here we go. Let's have some fun, everybody. Let's have some fun. Good question, Tina. Very, very good question. How many nurses are here? Interesting. Precious. There you go. Precious. Gabby girl. Oh, I didn't get you, Gabby girl. Hold on. I want to put you on the list. I saw that name. I saw your name come up. Oh gosh, all these things that we did for Laura. Gabby girl. I know I didn't get you earlier. There you go. Light flower. I don't think I got you earlier either. Sorry about that. All right, let's have a look. A recreational therapist. That could be misinterpreted. Let's have a look. You know what's going to happen now, people. You know what's going to happen now, don't you? Okay. Okay, I got you. All right. All right. Definitely a lot of healing power here tonight, that's for sure. A lot of healing energy here, healing people, people who like to heal and people who need to be healed. It's a perfect combination. So it's a good place to hang out. Let's make some room for ourselves, okay? Because this is going to get messy. As you know, things can get pretty messy here at times. So we're going to do a group reading for everybody here tonight. And the main theme, of course, as you know, is going to be about love and healing. That just kind of goes with the territory. So this is for everybody here tonight. Lucka, 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 lucka. Well, lucka, 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 lucka. I've been studying for many years, and I've realized how little that I know. So there you go. And I do professional astrology readings for people, but I don't like to do them. And I have to charge a lot of money, and it isn't really a lot of fun for me. I can recommend a couple of people who I think are fantastic. And I'd rather have your business. We can do a lot of stuff with the tarot. But astrology is different. I will happily work with you on a little bit of astrology in a private reading, but not in a show like this. And it wouldn't be, you know, very, 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 very deep. But I can go very, very deep, very, very quickly if you want to. It just takes time, and it's, you know, it's work. So we would have to plan it and do it properly. You know, you'd have to go to tarotlumination.com and all that. A lot of people have asked me to teach them astrology, and I really thank you, and I really wish that I felt more like a teacher, but I don't know if I'm a very good teacher. I don't think I've got the patience or the awareness or any kind of order to put it in a very, in a good curriculum. I have studied with a very, very good teacher, one of the best, but that doesn't mean that I can be a teacher myself. So there you go. Okay. All right, people, are you ready for this? This is hang in. We're just going to have some fun now. This is for everybody. Let's bless this reading. Let's bless the cards. Tarot Illumination is bringing TL angels into the reading. I mean, we're here already, but it's kind of a group effort, and this is for all of us. Okay. Again, it's from the Tarot Illumination perspective. It's not an individual reading, and it's all about the healing power of love and what's happening with all of us. Okay, cards are well shuffled. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. There's no time, there's no room. The cards were beautiful the way they were originally painted. And I like the good old Rider-Waite deck. So there you go. No apologies. I'm going to cut it up now. I'm going to cut it up big time in an odd way just to fool the deck, break up the energy. Okay, here we go. So this is the heart energy. This is like the pulsing heart core of us right now. It might be subconscious. We might understand this very clearly. It might seem strange or unapparent. We don't know yet. But the heart needs what it needs and it wants what it wants. And it's up to us to listen very, very carefully and feed the heart, nurture the heart, nourish the heart, give it what it needs because it does so much for us all day, every day. Thousands of beats, pumping the nutrients into our body, sucking out all the toxins and sending them down the waste channels and so on. Okay? But a lot of us ignore the heart. We need to really acknowledge the heart and the spirit and the healing power of love as it moves into our lives and through our lives so that we can be more open and fluid. A lot of us like to live through our heads. Over here is legacy energy, where we're coming from, where we've come from. A lot of us might be very battle hardened, or a lot of us might be very battled beaten, all scarred and ground up and just, barely able to move. But we're still here, okay? And some of us are in between. Some of us are only just like vaguely interested in these things, and this show is more or less just something funny to do on a Sunday night. It doesn't matter, okay? Over here is the energy of now, which is, I like to think of is exactly where we are now, where there's very little awareness of the past, very little awareness of what we call the future. And I'd like to maintain that status for us here, no matter what the card says, because that's where our power lies, okay? It's in the present, in the now. Now, when we are either very, very lazy or worn out or beat up, and we don't have enough strength and courage to stay in the now, then our default setting is to stay in the past and use that as a template to project into the future. So like if your life sucks, you can say, well, I can guarantee the rest of my life is going to suck too, because it just becomes a template, and all you're doing is flipping this template over into what we call the future. And that's not a very healthy way to live. So let's just stay in the now, okay? And it is in the now where we have access to all our power through the phenomenon of decision making, the healing power of our decisions. And our heart wants us to hear all about this. And so when we activate our decision-making faculties, how are we going to do that in a way that works best for us so that we actually do love ourselves as much as we can and nurture ourselves as much as possible and give the heart, feed the heart what it truly needs, not what we think it needs, what it truly needs, okay? And therefore, bring in consequence, okay? Now, of course, as human beings, we don't know always exactly what the future holds. So we always have this energy of risk and reward. So what happens if you mess up on your decisions, even with your best of intentions? Oh, no. On the other hand, what happens if you do a good job with your decision and you start to see how the healing power of love actually works in your life and you think, wow, it actually works. It's like a reward. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And over here would be the energy, like the momentum, consequence, that type of thing. As each pulse opens up, there's the heart shape itself, there's the beating heart, and everything moves like a pump, like a pump, like a pump, okay? We're going to look at circumstantial energy here in just a second, and then we're going to dive in, okay? We have the Three of Pentacles here. So my feeling is that in a very simple, practical, nuts and bolts way, a lot of us who are here tonight are names that we recognize very well now. And what I would like to suggest is that this is a strong indication that in terms of circumstance, we're all of us in a very good place, because it is a place where we are recognized and appreciated for who we are. It's like we're actually building something useful and valuable here, and it is a team effort. Maybe none of us know the exact outcome of where this is all going, but it is a work in progress. I, Tarot Illumination, understand you and dig you. You guys dig Tarot Illumination. You as individuals totally dig and understand Tarot Illumination as an observer of you. And you as individuals understand like the whole thing is a team effort. So I am very, very happy to see this little card. The little humble Three of Cups has an energy of tremendous potential, okay? Needs to be understood and recognized, okay? Like in England, when they build all these castles, sometimes it takes 3 or 4 generations of stonesmiths to do that stuff. It's not like in China where they build a skyscraper in 3 months. It's not like that anymore. It used in the old days, you plan it and you plan it and you plan it, and your children's children eventually see the finished castle. Okay, I'll just put that over here for a moment. At the core heart, we have the Two of Swords. So my feeling here right now is that even though this is not a water sign, there is the little moon there. And what I want to suggest is that this is our heart is sensing danger and wants us to be very, very cautious and make our decisions very, very carefully, okay? Because this is very challenging energy right now. When the moon is opposite Mars, that can trigger instantaneous conflict. In other words, people could fly off the handle for no reason. Now, the intentions are good. Mars in Capricorn means really good, and the moon in Cancer is very, very strong. So the intentions, I think, are good. It's just that I feel like there's a lot of pent-up energy which could easily kind of get explosive here, and we can end up hurting ourselves and hurting each other. And my feeling is the heart is saying, let's be very, very careful now about our thoughts, our words, our deeds, because they have consequences. And so let's take our time when we make our decisions. And if we have to, deliberately withhold your energy from making decisions, whatever your instinct tells you before you act. In other words, think before you act. That's what the heart is saying. Like, please, the heart is saying, please, dear person, please, all of you, please, Fritaly, Tina, and Liz Wolf, and everybody, love me, love me, love me very, very carefully. Be aware that every decision that you make regarding your heart has an impact, okay? And the heart just wants you to know that. All right. So what are we coming in with, people? Legacy energy. Okay. My feeling is that a lot of us might be burnt out right now because all the emotional, let's say, weight that we've been having to carry recently. I don't know if you noticed in the astrology recently, but we've had some very, very tough patterns, especially when we came in with the Leo Aquarius eclipses, and then we came into that very, very big Pisces stellium where there was a lot of pressure to reveal it, to heal it. So a lot of people, when they were writing into the channel, were saying how sick they feel and how like miserable and weepy in their lives. And to me, that makes sense. And so I don't see anything bad here. Yeah, it's not exactly a card that, inspires confidence, but it's an awareness that it's a reminder that we might all be kind of wandering around with our heads down to the ground, a little bit like, maybe like Laura Ellen Smith tonight. Just maybe there's just so much worry that it piles up as tension up in the head, in the neck, in the shoulders, in the body. And because we're so consumed with just trying to get by, the Three of Cups here, these little 3 cups, is all about like us just trying to figure out how are we just going to get through with things right now for now? And it's become very, very hard to focus on the stuff that really counts, which is the love, of course. So I think a lot of this little card is an indication that, you know, we need to remind ourselves on a regular basis, hold on, that we all need to remind ourselves on a regular basis that this is what really counts. This is what is really, really important. You know, it's the healing power of love moving into our bodies from up above, and then moving it out into the world around you. You can do this to yourself. You can bring the healing power of love into your life. Okay, if you're feeling full of woe is me and misery and pain and sorrow and sadness and suffering over here, you can do the same thing that we just did for Laura, but you can do it to yourself. Okay, you can do that to yourself, which is a reminder that you have the ability to do that. It's dependent on your decisions, being very careful with your decisions, understanding that energy flows where attention goes. And sometimes it's really important to realize that you need healing as well. Okay, we all need healing, but you need healing too. Sometimes the best and most effective thing is self-healing. I spend a lot of time and energy on self-healing just to keep myself going because I have to. If I don't, my life, body, and world turns into the Four of Cups very, very quickly, and I get consumed by sadness and things like that. So we don't need that. You can heal yourselves, okay? What about now? Okay, you see? The reality is we do own this. We do have this. We do have the love. We do have the capacity to bring the healing power of love into our lives, into our worlds. Just like we talked about here. Hold on. I keep getting mixed up with my boards. What I'm seeing from this picture is that the reality is that we do have the capacity for this. We do have the capacity to hold and carry and maintain this much love with this much honor, self-respect, and dignity. But it has to be by invocation. It has to be by deliberate choice. Otherwise, if you let this degenerate and go into autopilot, we become sick. Okay? So my feeling is that with the Queen of Cups here in the present now, my feeling is that we need to be very, very aware in the now, right now, that we have the full capacity to own and radiate and receive and transmit this much love, okay? All right? And we actually just did it, for example, because I personally prefer to live like this, and I prefer to live like this, and I do not like to live at the mercy of this stuff, okay? This is here anyway, but I'm not going to let this ruin my life. I'm going to take advantage of this energy and learn from this and grow from this, okay? So that's what I'm thinking here, is we are all learning as a team how to transmute our energy. Energy flows where attention goes. So by deliberate choice, we can channel our energy towards the loving thing instead of being owned by all the pain and the sorrow. What about the healing power of our decisions? Okay, it's a tough act. This, people, what we just said here, all of this stuff, this thing that we're dealing here, as an example, this is a very challenging situation. And it's very, very hard in this situation to do this. It's very, very hard to do. It is literally a juggling act, a balancing act. It's very, very hard to do because it means you have to deliberately focus on bringing in the healing power of love into your life from up above. Okay? Got it? It is tough because it means having to come to terms with your emotions and feelings and what your heart is telling you, which is be very, very aware of the decisions that you're making, decision by decision. Are you focusing on the woe is me, or are you focusing on the love? Okay, so how do we do this? How do we grapple with this incredibly hard balancing act? Okay, we do it through manifestation. My feeling here with the Empress, it's to tell us that we have to always come back to the love of the self, understand how beautiful we are as creatures, as individuals. Each one of us quite different. Some of us, like if you think of a coral reef, for example, and all those crazy, insane fish that swim down there, some of them are bright green and blue with purple spots. Some of them are long and skinny with whiskers. Some of them are fat and round, and they're all bright yellow. And they look they look like they're drunk. And it doesn't matter. They're all beautiful in their own way, just like all of you are beautiful in your own way. And that you have to remember that. Okay, you don't have to comply with GQ magazine or Vogue magazine. You can just comply with yourself and be your most awesome self and then manifest that. This is a very powerful card of manifestation and enjoying the bounty and the beauty of life and remembering that you have that, but you have to be aware of it and then make conscious, deliberate decisions to live according to your own awesomeness, your own ability to manifest and create beauty and abundance in your life. Understand how fertile you are through the healing power of your decisions. Okay? That's a bit of a leap of understanding. I hope you understand what I'm talking about there. Okay? If not, well, we'll have to have another conversation about all that. Anyway, consequently, my feeling here with the Eight of Cups is that by understanding the healing power of your decisions and how important it is to deliberately invoke the healing power of love and focus your attention on the love, bring that into your life, no matter what. No matter what else is going on around you, you can still own that from the inside out by your decisions, no matter how challenging. And what that does, it takes you to a new awareness that, like, if you have to, be willing to go on that path of higher levels of understanding and evolution. With the moon very strong here and the moon strong here, my feeling is that, again, we're relating to, again, it doesn't matter what sign you are. I feel right now tonight we're relating very, very closely through lunar energy and how that works down here on Earth and how that affects our behavior as beings, like our sense of identity and self. This is a very, very hard equation to understand and balance. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's very, very delicate, hard equation to balance. And the only way to balance is by deliberate invocation and realizing that this requires improving and advancing and going on deeper levels of your spiritual journey here. Even though you don't really, maybe you don't even know what we're talking about on this reading. Maybe it sounds confusing to you, but in your guts, you know we're onto something. That's good enough. That's good enough to, let's say, keep going, because a lot of us love our problems. We're deeply, deeply in love with all our pain and our sorrow and our problems, and that can start to own us. But that doesn't have to own us if you're willing to realize that you have character and risk history and gorgeousness and awesomeness in your own right anyway. But it's good to see it on the positive side, like the Ace of Cups side, and then move forward with that. Okay, bring that going forward by decision. Okay, now what if you mess up here? Let's say you lose your balance and you completely lose it, and all of this very, very challenging energy here tonight or up on the next week at the full moon, let's say it becomes overpowering, and even with all your best efforts you become overwhelmed and crippled and sad and miserable and overwhelmed by grief and pain. Okay, it's all right. At least you're trying. At least you're giving it a shot. It's like learning. Remember, it's a team effort, people. I can't heal everybody all night every day. You can't heal me all night every day. It's a group effort. All we can do is the best that we can for ourselves and each other. And at the end, we're still going to fall apart and die anyway. But in the meantime, we might as well make the best of it. And that's what I'm seeing here. Okay? So when we mess up, even with our best efforts, when we mess up on these decisions, what are we losing? We're losing the opportunity to literally be alive and stay alive and rejuvenate ourselves. and get back in the groove of who we really are. Literally, like that song, um, uh, Love is the Word. It's a little song I wrote. And to me, the lyrics are very, very important. Uh, it's like, to me, this is about like the very first line, I become alive before the sun does rise. I see this as a very, very powerful energy that we can activate into our lives. And it's an opportunity, but the opportunity only opens itself to us by invocation, by our decisions to make this stuff happen. And a lot of times, to make these opportunities happen, to tune into the opportunities, it means deliberately choosing to walk away from all the pains and sorrows and miseries that own us and that are very deeply cherished by us, because those are our wounds. Okay? A lot of us love our wounds. As much as we might complain about them, we do love them, because for a lot of us, that's how we identify ourselves. Okay? I'm not trying to put anybody down here. I'm just trying to give you a perspective. Having done thousands of readings, I feel this very strongly here. Anyway, prospects. Okay, you see, when you actually make deliberate, loving, healthy decisions to open the door to a healing opportunity and allow the healing power of love to flow, literally like a life force, like an inspiration, desire to move on and go forward, you open up new horizons. Okay, now, is there any definition here? No, but you don't need to know, because next week we're going to have a completely different reading and we will evolve from here. I'm going to stop in just a moment because I see this as actually kind of exciting for us. It actually allows us and gives us, we realize that we have the ability to deliberately choose to activate the healing power of love and let it move into our life by decision, by very, very careful decision-making processes, even when we're deeply challenged, okay? And that instantly opens the door to opportunity, and then the healing power of love flows in, and then it's a question now all you have to figure out, well, is what am I going to do with that? Okay, that's all you have to do. Well, what am I going to do next? Bam, and that takes you into the next reading. What am I going to do next? Okay, you have more choices to make here. All right, let's leave it like that. I need to play a song and take a break, okay? So give me a moment. All right, let's have a look. Here. You know what you need to do here, people. This is where everybody gets up and does their famous Russian dancing steps, okay? You know what that means, okay? Or gypsy dancing, okay? I become alive before the sun does rise. When the sun does rise, I reach up for the skies. Opening my hands to welcome the day. Gathering the sun's rays before I'm on my way. The healing vibrations battle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Moving through the day, bring romance and surprise. Giving thanks to heaven that I am still alive. Blessing my enemies, blessing the ones I love. Praying for forgiveness from any damages I done. You know that one. And then they flip. Love is the word. Ho, 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 ho. Now the day is gone and moon is on the rise. Woo! Our trials and tribulations all bottled up inside. I summon in the love as I look up toward the skies. He's going to reach up to the skies now. There he is. He's like a Buddha with lots of arms. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting my diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Hey! 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 Yeah, he's gonna have a big beard. It's a guy. It looks a little bit devilish, doesn't he? He's actually very happy. I'll put a smile there so he looks. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Love is the word. Okay, I think I'm going to stop now. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Eyebrows, yes. Crazy eyebrows. Okay, enough. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. That was your friendly tarot illumination gypsy Russian flamenco dancer. Okay, just doing their thing. Just did a private show for you guys tonight, and he was very happy to do that. So let's move on. Okay. You know what? I think it's people time for private readings. Yes. I mean, not private readings, you know, the proper readings for real people. Okay. Let's have a look. So we've got here tonight. Where's all the names? Where is everybody? Okay, here we go. Let's put this all back up here so we know where we are and who we are and what we're doing. Let's have a look. MC's got a reading. Melissa with the double-barreled, very fancy long name with a castle. Trinity has a reading. Christina has a reading. And wait a minute, there was somebody else, wasn't there? Wait a minute, no, I think I was thinking of Laura as a reading, but we kind of did some work with Laura earlier. Oh, I think I messed up. Okay, I'm not really sure. At least I know. I'm not looking at the screen right now, people, but I'm just trying to focus on the readings. So we've got Melissa, MC, Christina, and Trinity. All right, so we're going to have at least 4 readings, okay? All right, let's have a look. Yeah, if you got to go home, I understand. It's very late for some of you. I understand that. Angie, it's very, very hard to understand why a lot of people have no decency. Oh, $9.99. Was that you, Happy Go? That was you. Was that you, Happy Go? Oh, this one? Happy Go Lucky, was that you? Can you type it in? I'm watching over on the computers now. I'm looking at the screen. Happy Go Lucky. That one was you, is that correct? I don't want to waste it. I don't want to not give you a reading if you're expecting a reading. Happy Go? Happy Go, was that you? It's not you? Who was that? Okay, I'll say. All right, but anyway, thank you so much. Okay. All right, let's have a look. Let's start with MC. Okay, we're going to start with MC. And I'm going to randomly pick one of you guys next, okay? MC, you are up. So I hope, it's just a little fun public reading. If it gets a little heavy and serious, we'll worry about that another time. We'll see. Hold on. You know what? I just thought we can also blame Mercury retrograde. Gabby girl, was that you? Gabby girl. Oh, did somebody just put in night? Oh my gosh, hold on. Oh my gosh, it's going to be a busy night, people. Super duper. This is awesome. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. So I'll put you over here, Gabby girl. All right. Yeah, I just saw that. I got that, Indigo. Thanks so much. I think that's all I can handle tonight, people. I got 5 readings lined up. Okay, that's all I can handle. Okay, so that's all I can handle. I'm just letting you know. I really love you guys. I thank you so much. I love doing this for you. I really, really get off on this. You have no idea. And I really thank you that you appreciate this so much. Truly, okay? All right, so MC, we're going to start with you. Don't be scared. Jeepers. It's all about the healing power of love here. And even if we have to reveal it to heal it, if it's something that needs to be revealed, that's important too. All right? So give me a moment here. The cards were shuffled earlier, but I want to go to the last second so that you, MC, are a witness to your own reading. Okay. All right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, people. Oh, I didn't see you, Sue, on my path. Oh, yes, I did get you. If you have to go, Sue, don't worry. We'll catch you another time, all right? Good night, Sue. Everybody say good night, Sue. Bye-bye, Sue. Bye, Sue. Lisa Marie. No, I did not. Dang. For the record. Oh, look. Oh, boy. What am I doing, people? No, I did not see you, Lisa Marie. Sorry. Have you ever heard of that guy Elvis, by the way? He was my dad. Yeah. There you go. Which explains a lot. Yeah. Tarot Illumination Presley. There we go. Yeah. You can probably tell from my music that Elvis Presley was my dad. Yeah. So we must be related. All right. Carrie Hilton, I didn't get you earlier. Dang, I'm catching up now. I know I didn't get you. Good evening, Carrie. Hi. I'm trying to get everybody's name tonight. Let's have a look. All right, MC, you are up. Cards are shuffled. Here we go. MC, you are up. So just hang tight and get your tissues handy. It helps to have sunglasses and a barf bag as well, just in case, because you never know. All right, cards are shuffled, people. Okay, we're bringing all the angels around. Okay, all of us bringing our own teams in. You got your team. Okay, team effort, people. All right, here we go. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And we're going to look at the weather in just a second. MC, you know what happens here. This is circumstantial energy. It's not necessarily you, but it's around you. And it could feel like it owns you if you don't own it. Okay, so make the best of it. We have the moon here. So again, I feel this is very much to do just with like a snapshot moment here tonight. The moon energy is incredibly strong tonight, not just because it's the moon, but because of the way it is aligned. Okay, this energy is very, very strong right now. So whether you're feeling it or not doesn't really matter, but I'm just letting you know it's very, very strong. So if, dear MC, if you're in your life right now where there's a lot of things going on which you just don't understand what it's all about, like what does it all mean? Why is everything so confusing? Where is there any sense of direction? How am I supposed to continue on my life path when I hardly have any kind of sense of gut intuition or guidance about where I'm supposed to go or what I'm supposed to do? You know you still have to go on, so you will go on. But if you're really like feeling like a scared little animal right now, out in the wilderness, lost in the dark at night, that would make sense. But don't worry, there is a path. It just might be very difficult to follow right now because you might be kind of seriously rattled by the energies right now, okay? Don't worry, this too shall pass. What's the situation? Okay, so with the Two of Pentacles here, my feeling is that you're doing everything you can to hang in, hang strong as much as you can in emotionally very challenging circumstances right now, whatever that might be. You don't have to tell us unless you want support from the love tribe and you want to share it. You can do that, but right now I'm just reading for you, MC. To me, this is an indication that either you're really, really struggling with the emotional circumstances, the energy of love, giving and receiving love. It can also indicate that you might actually be doing a very, very good job of handling a very, very challenging situation. Okay, no matter how challenging it is, it looks like you're, you know, it's literally like trying to navigate a ship at night, uh, close to in very challenging weather, where you don't really have any idea of what's up or down or what's left or right. You can't even hardly have any time to look at the compass. You're just trying to keep everything afloat, just to stay floating. Okay, so you know what happens when you do that. When you're in those situations, you face into the waves. Okay, you face into it, and you don't let yourself be tossed by the waves sideways. In other words, like swimmers do, or like those heavy duty lifeguard rescue boats and Coast Guard boats, when they go out into really, really heavy weather and the waves are going like that, they don't go at, if the wave is coming at you this way, you don't go at it that way, you don't come at it that way. If the wave is coming at you, you go right into it, okay? Bammo. So if you're struggling, go face right into the waves. If you're already facing into the waves and you're still struggling, that would make sense too. So what's the challenge here? Okay, well, obviously something's hurting really, really badly and you're feeling it. Okay, the thing is, it might be that you don't want to feel it. The challenge is the pain itself. A lot of pain even though it might, this is, this is, looks, the heart here is very vivid, but you have to remember this is a swords card, and to me it's about the energy that we feel. So a lot of the pain could be in the mind, okay? But you feel it in the heart. In other words, it could be, the challenge might be right now is that you're deeply in possession, like, no, you are deeply possessed by the fear of whatever was happening. Like, maybe you've been betrayed. Maybe you've discovered a third party. Maybe you know that in your love life there's something like really out of whack and that you need professional third party help. Maybe you have inflicted unwittingly. Maybe you have. I don't want to judge you or anything, but maybe you've had to do something that was very painful to someone else. Either way, the challenge is like acknowledging this and facing it and dealing with it. And because typically this is a very scary card for most people, the challenge is that would be to face it, to even admit that it's there. And my feeling is that you probably don't want to admit that it's there. Okay? If you are aware that this is here and you are acknowledging it and you're doing everything that you can to navigate through this pain, this suffering, this moment in time, then, well, bravo. Um, it to me looks like it's pretty tough and you're doing the best that you can. Also, I have to say, MC, if you're in a situation where you're not fully aware of what's happening and you're just literally just struggling to get through the waves, so to speak, and you're like, like in heavy weather, you go through one wave and then the next wave comes along. You know that you have to face into the wave and then come out again. But what can happen is once that keeps going and going and going, it can be very, very exhausting. So that the only thing that exists in your life is just trying to keep yourself balanced as you go through the next wave. And you might have lost track or any awareness of what's going on in the core and the heart of yourself. And you might be ignoring it. And that could be very dangerous to ignore this. If there is a lot of pain in the heart and suffering and you're ignoring it, it's very important to see this as a red alarm bell. Okay, and if the challenge is to acknowledge this, it's very important to acknowledge it. Now, how are we going to deal with this? Because this looks really challenging, MC. Okay, to me, it looks like get help. It looks get help. It looks like get help from people who understand you and people that you understand. It's literally like if there's anybody here in the room tonight or with tarot illumination, if you want, we can get into this pretty deeply. It does mean going private at tarotillumination.com, plug, etc. But it looks like, to me, it looks like it would be worth connecting with people who are in the same boat as you. In other words, you could share your story so that you don't have to feel all alone and that this is going to crush you. Instead, you can realize that, oh my gosh, okay, this is just a chapter in life. It's just one little tiny reading from Tarot Illumination, and you're with good people now, and good people are with you, okay? And so the idea, to me, it feels here with the Three of Pentacles, take advantage of us. Take advantage of us. Take advantage of the Tarot Illumination that it exists. Take advantage of the people here tonight. There's some really lovely, loving, good healers here tonight. And if you're not comfortable with TL, there's plenty of out there who would probably be happy to connect with you so you can share their story. Maybe, take a load off. And once you take the load off, then you might not have to endure such pressure dealing with this, okay? All right, MC? I hope that didn't hurt too much. I hope it didn't scare you. But it looks to me that it's a very important alarm bell, and you need to pay attention and share. It's okay to share, okay? You don't have to do this on your own. All right? Thanks, MC. Thank you very, very much, okay? So you have a good one. Make the best of it. Bye. All right, who's next? It's okay, MC. Don't you worry. I like some of the comments out there. Kill them with kindness. Like, bless your enemies, okay? Bless the pain that came to you. Bless the people who inflicted the pain on you, if it is an infliction, okay? Understand that that doesn't have to own you. It could just think of it as an alarm bell that you need to love yourself more, and if you have to, get help, okay? Understand what it really, really means to have a group hug, to love and be loved, okay? You don't have to be on your own in this. Okay, I think I'm going to read Christina next. All right, Christina, you're up. Give me a moment. Hey, Rachel, hi. I didn't see you come in earlier. Let me make a note. I'm trying to, go back to the old school way. Rachel, hi. Good evening. Thanks for coming to the show. Yeah, All Sun always has really good advice. All Sun is very, very good at sparkleizing things, perking people up, identifying where the pain is, and good suggestions on what to do with it and how to fix it. Yeah. Yeah, obviously send them love. Yeah, excellent idea. Excellent idea, Laura Ellen. Christina, this is for you. All right. I got to shuffle the cards. Give me a moment, people. Chat amongst yourselves. Some of your comments are totally nutty. I love you guys. I love you guys. What about my laser pen? Or smudge them. Take your smudging sticks. Take all your sage sticks and stuff it in their faces. Good night, Lisa Marie. Good night. I know you got to work. It's okay. Don't worry. Oh, Lisa, I just saw that MC. See, you see what I was saying about, hold on, let me go back here. MC, what I was saying is that I don't know about you, but if it feels like what I just saw on the screen there, it just went very fast. I just missed it, but it looked like you had lost your husband last year. And it looks, so that's probably what we were talking about here. And it's the shock wave is still there with you, dealing with it. So I'm really glad you shared. In other words, it's okay. And really, seriously, thank you for sharing. That's pretty heavy stuff to share, okay? Okay, good luck, Melissa. Good luck switching phones. I know a lot of you guys watch this on the smartphones. I think that's really cool. I have a really nice computer now, thanks to all the donations. And so, I'm focusing on the show, but the computer systems are over there, and I can turn my head and get a crick in my neck and see the screens from far away. There you go. Yeah, certain things you just can't fix. Let's just be honest about it. Certain things you can't fix. And then that's a powerful signal to allow the love to flow, allow the pain and the healing to occur. If you try to block it or pretend it never happened, you're just hurting yourself, okay? That doesn't help anybody. It's really, really, really important to listen to that alarm bell, wake up, and allow the love to flow. If there's a lot of grief there, if there's a lot of pain and a lot of sorrow, it really needs to be expressed. It really needs to be released, okay? It needs to be revealed in order to be healed, okay? So I'm just kind of drumming it in there, MC. I was kind of taking advantage of your story a little bit. to share it more with everybody else? Okay, Christina, you're up. Christina, you are up. Here we go. Here we go, folks. Here we go. You see what happens, MC? You share the love. The love gets shared with you. It's a team effort thing. All right, Christina, here we go. I really like to do quirky cuts that break up the deck. All right, let's have a look. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it, okay? And we're going to look at the weather. So what's it like for you, Christina? Hanged man. So, Christina, if you're feeling a little bit like disoriented right now, to the point where it's like you understand that you're a highly conscious being, okay? Let's just say that's, you take that for granted. And yet, on your evolutionary path, you're always realizing, oh my gosh, there's still more. Oh no, why didn't anybody tell me? All this spiritual ascension stuff, oh no. I thought that when you're ascended, everything becomes cool and you can just sit back and chill and relax and you get a spiritual massage. Somebody hands you a beer, they wipe your chin when you spill, and they feed you grapes, and everything's lovely all the time. I'm sorry, it doesn't work like that. The higher the frequencies at which you resonate, and the more and more you desire to resonate, the more painful it is to resonate at a lower frequency, and the more challenging it is to resonate as a higher frequency. And there's no way out of it. It's the spiritual path. And so if you're at one of those points right now, like pretend you're climbing that mountain, okay? You're climbing that spiritual mountain. I'm gonna do another doodle. Okay, I'm just gonna do another little doodle. I can't resist. There is Christina on her spiritual path, okay? Kind of looks like this, okay? And there's Christina jogging along. Yay, I'm so happy. I'm spiritually evolving, and this is so much fun. There's Lisa. There's Christina evolving and growing. And over here, there's lots of huge mountains, huge mountains, snow-capped mountains, and trees and forests, and it's all very dangerous. And over here on the other side of the twisty, windy path, and there's all the sun and the light and the love is up here, okay? So you're always attracted to the sun and to the love and to the light, okay? So there you are. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Doopy-doopy-doopy-doo. And then you get to this point in the journey, and then you get over to here, look, and you get up here and you realize, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can handle this. And look, it's just tiny little Christina up there all on your own. And the air gets very thin and it gets really disorienting up here. And you start to wonder, where is everybody else? Where's everybody else, people? And so that can be very scary. It can be very disorienting. And when you're at these positions here and here and here on your journeys, and you start to look down, you know, that's what I'm talking about right now. That's what I'm feeling right now with the Hanged Man energy for you, Christina. You're just living your life. You're on your spiritual path and your journey. All your friends and family and relatives and whoever, your job and whatever. It's just that you're cruising along, but you reach one of these moments here, or it might be this one, or it might be this one, and it can be very disorienting, and it can make you feel like, hold on. Wait a minute, I think I got this all wrong. I should be going this way. No, maybe this way. No, maybe this way. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that it's the feeling of being like disembodied. You know, when you over here and you're looking over the cliff, so to speak, you're looking down over there. It's very disorienting. You can get vertigo, like, whoa. And then it gives you, once you balance yourself and you look back over here, it gives you a better perspective. But it's hard to go from here to here to here without going through these phases where you can get seriously disoriented. Okay? That's all I'm suggesting. Okay? So you just might be at one of those phases in life where you're wondering, what on earth is going on now. The only way to handle this is I have to realize I am on a path. I have to dissociate myself from myself. Otherwise, the vertigo will own me, and then I'm screwed. Okay? So let's keep going. What's the situation? Okay, people, this is the third time tonight. I can't help but thinking again, we're going back to the energy right now. Um, it's very hard to balance these energies. Right now, at this very moment in time, this energy is very, very hard to balance. I think it was All Sun. Was it you, All Sun, who said it's like a, you put something on the screen about an hour ago, something like this. It was like this, or it's tipping like this. There's so much pressure here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So sometimes you can get paralyzed in this type of energy. And then it's all about just trying to hold your balance, trying to hold your balance while you're at the edge of a precipice. That's all I'm sensing here, okay? I'm trying to use big analogies, Christina, and as opposed to making this a very specific personal reading, because we don't know any details, all right, Christina? But you know, okay? What's the challenge here? Okay, my feeling here is like the challenge is the courage, having the courage to face the new things that are opening up for you, like these new spiritual awakenings that are happening for you when you're on this path. To me, that could be very, very challenging because of this little story we told over here. If you're at one of these moments where you've been cruising along for a while, and then you reach this moment where you just glance over the precipice on your journey, and you realize, oh my gosh, I've come so far and I have so far to go, and you get massive vertigo and you realize I can't do that. It's that feeling of being almost disembodied when you feel like I'm just about to fall off the cliff, and then you realize, wait a minute, I can't do that. And then you reorient yourself. It's like the same feeling. It's almost like when you're about to have a car crash or something and everything goes into slow motion, you kind of go, whoa, wait a minute. So my feeling here is that this particular moment in time, this particular moment in time is kind of a moment of awakening for you through the pressure of challenge. And it's quite challenging. And it makes it, the challenge is to accept the challenge, okay? That you are on a path and that there is a new opportunity going forward. But that means having to continue on the path and go forward and then reorient yourself, bring yourself back to center so that you're not suffering from any kind of vertigo or disorientation, and you're not struggling with balance. You see it all as part of the bigger picture. You are on a journey and you will get back to center and move on. So how are we going to do that? Because if you're scared of the challenge, if you're scared of these new awakenings that you're feeling, that's a problem. So how are you going to do that? Okay, it's, to me, it's simple. Okay, Christina, just realize that you are on a journey, just like the rest of us. Tarot Illumination goes through the same things. I deal with this stuff every day. Okay, I have to check these charts every day, otherwise I get wigged out. I lose it. I lose my orientation, and then I can start to feel like this. And if I get all cocky and think I know what I'm doing all the time, then I'll listen to signals. And if it tells me, hold on, you need to take a very, 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 very clear look at what's actually happening in your world around you and then recalibrate, okay? So my feeling here, the way to handle this, Christina, is just treat this as a journey. Treat the whole thing as just another day in your life going forward on the journey. And you're always going to be learning more going forward and going forward. And there are going to be days when it's going to be really scary. And whether you're going to be thinking, I wish I'd never even started on this journey, these spiritual pathways. I wish I could just turn back, but you know you can't. So the way to handle it is just, it's just like checking in with us, check in with your people here at the Tarot Illumination Love Tribe. If you've got any special friends that you've made over here at the TL chat, hang out with them and share your story, and understand that we're all in the same thing, okay? Okay. We each of us we each have our own version of the same thing. This is your path, Christina. Terra Illumination has one. All Sun has one. Happy Go Lucky has one. Laura has one. Yeah, all of that. Hey, Cat XPC. Oh, hold on. I got to put your name on there. I saw that. I'm losing it. You can tell already, people, that I'm kind of losing it. I lost everybody's. I want to put Captex PC on there. I just saw you, Captex PC. I saw that. I saw that. I saw that. Wait a minute. Did I see Gabby Girl? Did I get you earlier, Gabby Girl? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. All right, Christina. I hope that helped a little bit. I hope I didn't go too spacey or up in the clouds for you, but I was just telling you the story how I felt, and then you can reinterpret that in your own personal life. Okay? So thank you, Christina. I'm really glad I had the chance to read for you. Okay? So there you go. Have a super, super week ahead, and we'll see you at the full moon next week. Okay? All right. I got to shuffle. Actually, I need a little bit of a break, people. So I'm going to put on a tune or something, and you can dance around. Who have we got next? I've got Melissa, Trinity, and Gabby Girl. So I think I'm going to do Melissa. I'm going to do Melissa next. Okay. Okay, Melissa, you're up next. So let's have some fun in the meantime. Okay. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. I need a break. I'm going to put on Taste Your Dreams just for fun, okay? Okay, here we go. This will give me a moment, okay? I can't hear it. Okay, I'm going to start that one again. Hold on. Okay. If you wish for a simple miracle, if you wish, you can have one right away. All you need is some faith, is the will. Ask for it, and it will come to you today. Hey, hey, I want you to be oh so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Yeah. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. If you wish to be in a state of grace, ask for it, and it will meet you face to face. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. And if you wish, if you dare to dream, you will find that it's easier than it seems. Hey, hey, I want you to be oh so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. Taste your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Oh. Lena's writing the lyrics as we go. Yeah, yeah. I want you to be so happy. I want you to be your higher self. Yeah, yeah. I want you to live and die laughing. I'm with you, Primary. Chase your dreams today. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams this way. Taste your dreams today. All right. Give me a moment here. I just want to give us a moment there. Okay. Thank you for giving me a little break. I just needed to chill for a moment. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for coming to the show tonight. Love doing this for you. I wish I could do this every day. It would be kind of fun. I get you, Lena. Lena, by the way, I just finished writing the book of lyrics, and I'll be sending the file shortly. There you go. All right, Melissa, you are up. Dear Melissa, thank you so much. All of you guys really were very generous tonight. This is a fantastic night for Tarot Illumination. It makes a huge, huge difference. If you knew what actually goes on behind the scenes here at Tarot Illumination, you would understand. Did you hear what I said just then? I said Tarot Illumination. It was like Tarot Illumination. Tarot Illumination. Like terrible illumination. Terrible illumination. I didn't even know that there is such a thing. It sounds like an old-fashioned kind of dinosaur from a kid's book. Terrible illumination. Tyrannosaurus, terrible illumination. There we go. Yeah. Lena, you're funny. I changed the color of my drink from decaffeinated herbal tea into cranberry juice. It works, you see. This is actually a magic show. I don't know if you realize that, people, but this is actually a magic show. And Tarot Illumination is a highly trained magician. And everything that you're seeing here is an optical illusion. Okay? And my arms and hands are actually being operated by robots. Okay? There you go. Oh, I like that one. I like that one, Lena. Hibiscus. Tarot Illumination, yes. Hold on. I gotta put in. I just missed you. Where are you? I just missed Ray Del Sol. Thank you for showing up. I think I've seen your name on the show before. Bring in the Russian dancers. You want to see the Russian? We'll bring the Russian dancer guy back later, okay? Don't you worry. We'll dance later, okay? We'll all have a real group circle, and we'll do our Russian Cossack dancing. Very, very serious, okay? You have to keep your arms crossed all the time unless you have to do something very special. All right, Melissa, you're up. Cards are shuffled. No jumpers, no flyers, no oracles, no reversals. The cards are beautiful as they are. We're going to keep it short and sweet and simple and very broad spectrum, and it's all about the love and the healing. Okay, Melissa? So if I touch a nerve, I don't mean to hurt your feelings or anything, but you know what happens on this show. So if things get a little bit gushy or whatever, or maybe you're going to get a fabulous reading, just share it, because sharing it helps you to release it. You got to reveal it to heal it. And sometimes the best thing you can do is just tell your story, just tell your own story. All right, here we're going to go. We're going to cut it up, and we're going to cut it up, and then we're going to pull. Here we go. Angels are present. Your angels are present. Okay, Melissa? Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And what's the weather like? Kaboom. Okay. Well, it feels to me with the Hierophant here, Melissa, that, like sometimes in personal readings, people see this as a very formal card about bringing things into order, including relationships. Like some people see this as like the formalization of a relationship, as opposed to casual this, or are we living together? This is like, no, we're doing it the old-fashioned way. I am yours and you are mine, and we're doing it by the book, okay? In public, signed, sealed, and documented till death us do part. Thank you very much. Okay, there's that side of it. But on the broader spectrum, Melissa, my feeling is like this, the circumstantial energy, the weather here is, to me, it feels like it's a very loud shout out to take full awareness of what's really going on out there in your world, take a very, very good look at it, and bring a very serious reality check into your world. Capricorn is demanding very serious reality checks from all of us, especially in our relationships, our loving relationships, and how we conduct ourselves and carry ourselves in our fullest integrity as a human being. Now, this is a universal chart. So I'm pointing at Capricorn, Aries, and Cancer, but this big fat triangle applies to all of us, okay? Wherever this lies in your chart. Like if you are a Libra, it's going to look like this, okay? So whatever your sign, Melissa, if you are a Cancer, it will look like this, okay? If you're a Capricorn, it will look like this, okay? And Aries, of course, like this. But whatever it is, I hope I hope you get my point here. This is a very, very powerful energy. It's just a snapshot in time. It's been going on for a day or so, and it's going to be over tonight or tomorrow. But to me, it feels like it's like a message. Melissa, this is very important right now to take full stock of your life and your world and see this as a chance to look at what's not working, and whatever is working, incorporate that in your new code of commandments, the commandments according to Melissa KG, and write it down and create your own code. Create your own book of life. So it doesn't have to be anybody else's. You don't have to follow anyone else's code. You follow the book of life for you, okay? And this is an opportunity here. The energy here is saying that to me, it feels really important to take full command of all your resources and opportunities and turn it into like in a corporation, they have their own Bible. They have their own corporate Bible. And that's what I'm seeing here for you, Melissa. It is time to create your own code of life for you, okay? And you're being encouraged to do that. It might be a scary process, but the encouragement is there. What's the situation? Okay. So it might actually be happening. Maybe you understand this already, and maybe you're actually at it. Maybe you're in the flow to the point where you are maybe one of the lucky ones who, no matter how painful things might be for you right now, Melissa, you're seeing it as an opportunity. You're seeing that this is a chance for you to get your act together big time and grasp all of your natural skills, talents, gifts, resources, everything that's around you that could be accessed as a resource, and then doing the very, very best that you can with this. In other words, like optimizing your power, optimizing Melissa, making yourself into the best version of Melissa that you've ever been before. Okay? That's what it looks like here to me anyway. Now, what's the challenge with this? Because this is a very big like energy field for you to be swimming in right now, Melissa. It's a lot to handle for anybody. What's the challenge? Whoa. The challenge is, can you really do this? Okay, that's what I'm feeling here with the Chariot. In a challenging position like this, it feels to me like you have so much at stake here. You have so much that is being brought into your full awareness wherever this is for you. Okay, wherever this lies for you, it's a huge wake-up call to get very serious, get very real in your relationships, feel it from the very core of your being, your gut instincts, and then translate that into how are you going to conduct yourself now, going forward into the future, so that you've got all this together. In other words, you're not a victim of all of this. You are extracting all the energy from all of this and turning it into your advantage. Bammo. Okay? But the challenge is, can you handle it? Because it's an awful lot to handle. Okay? With the Chariot here, it means having to grapple with all the most challenging parts of yourself in your life and the most amazing parts of yourself in your life, and squishing it all together into one thing, understanding that you are a human being and that you have strengths and weaknesses, and then putting that all together into one thing so that it works. So you don't have to be a superstar all the time. You don't have to be always turned on and at your maximum optimal expression. Instead, you understand the cycles and you get in the groove. But that's the challenge. Can you actually do this? It's so much to do. It's a lot to handle. How do you do this? How do you do it? Okay, to me, it looks very, very simple here with the Queen of Swords, Melissa. To me, this is a very, very loud message to use the healing power of FU. The healing power of no thank you to anything, anyone, any concept, any belief, any person, any institution, any activity, any expectation, goal, dream, anything that is not working for you, recognizing what that is, understanding what it is, and then officially and deliberately saying no. Enough, 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 no more. The only thing that counts is what is real. Anything is fake has to go. Okay? It's a very loud message. Out with the old, in with the new. Embrace the moment. Grab the energy. Grab the power of now, and go with it. And it's literally like having the courage to get in the vehicle of your life and go. Okay? But it does mean having to sever all ties with anything and everything that impedes your motion going forward. Okay? All right, Melissa, that's about all I can do for you in this little reading. I hope you get something out of it. I hope it means something to you. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings or touch any nerves too much. All right? Yeah, thank you, Carrie. I noticed that. Perfect. So if you, Mona, hey, Mona, what's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It must be very early for you. Hi, Mona. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. We're close to the end of the show, but thank you for showing up. Hey, Melissa Kumsko Garcia. You got this, okay? You can handle this, but it takes a lot of strength, courage, and power to do that, to use the healing power of no. And if you have to, go to the extreme and use the healing power of FU, okay? No holds barred, all right? Hey, everybody, stop the world, please. Everybody put your foot down. Indigo wants to get off. Mona. It's 5:55 for you. Good morning. Wow. Hey, wait a minute. I am the key. I just saw you. Hold on. Stay there. I am the key. Okay. I just want to say hi and welcome. Welcome. Good evening. All right, Gabby girl. It's you now. You're next. Hold on tight. Hold on tight, Gabby girl. Sorry, I really got to clean the deck after that one. We've had quite a few repeat cards, and that tells me I really have to shuffle. Okay. All right, we're good. Gabby girl, yes, it's you. It's all about you right now. You have the stage, Gabby girl. everybody, everybody, everybody. This reading is for Gabby girl. It's her time. It is her moment right now. Okay. Well deserved, by the way. Cards are shuffled. Angels are present. Let's go. Bring your angels in, Gabby. Bring every bit of support you can with you right now, okay? It's a team effort, okay? Remember that. What's the situation? What's the challenge? How are we going to handle it? And what's the weather like? Let's have a look, Gabby. Bam-o. Right, with the Eight of Swords here, my feeling, Gabby, is if you are feeling like you're looking around at your world and it's like there is stuff going on, you know it's going on, half of it you already know what it is. Like if you had to, you could identify every single one of these swords and put a name to it about all these challenges and issues that are surrounding you right now. And you know perfectly well what they are. Okay. The thing is, obviously, in some ways, it's probably a little overwhelming to the point where you either can't or won't handle it. Understandable. So you can willfully choose to either pretend they're not there and be an ostrich. Okay, that's fine. Or if you want to, so you don't have to be owned by the fear of all of these issues that are surrounding you. If you want to, you can treat yourself like a little kid in a maze. You know, when you go to a park, one of those maze parks when you're a little kid, and those bushes and flowers, and your caregivers, your parents say, okay, you got 20 minutes, go into the maze, and we'll see you when you come out the other side. And then they push you through the front door, and you realize, oh my gosh, what's happening? Don't worry, okay, Gabby girl? My feeling here is the circumstantial energy is don't be frightened of it. See it as a puzzle, see it as a maze, and it's just another day getting through life. And it doesn't have to freak you out, okay? It might be freaking you out, but it doesn't have to. That's what I'm saying. What's the situation? Okay, the thing is, if things are freaking you out to the point where you are deliberately choosing not to deal with any of this stuff, and it's to the point where you feel so isolated, so alone that like you don't know where to go, you don't know who to turn to, you don't know what to say, you don't even know. Perhaps you're at a point where you don't actually know what these are. Maybe you do, maybe you have not defined any of these issues that could be challenging you. That's a problem because that can leave you feeling as though you're like it's like you're totally alone in the world. It's just you, and then there's the rest of the world outside you. And where do you go? Where do you go? Well, the point is, you go inside. You go into you. If you treat yourself as a maze, as a puzzle, and then you literally pluck up the courage to treat it as a journey, and then you go inside the journey of you, then it doesn't have to be so scary. And you realize, oh my gosh, I knew it all along. I am my own guiding light, and I have my own internal GPS tracker system. Why didn't anybody tell me before? Okay. Well, we're telling you now, okay? You do have that, Gabby. It's just like you may have never been taught that, or you may have never like been shaken up or woken up enough to understand that it's okay to be scared of your life, of your world, of your circumstances. It's okay and perfectly normal to feel completely isolated, alone, as if nobody knows you and nobody cares about you. That's normal. It happens to all of us at some point. But that doesn't have to own you. It's just it's just almost like it's like the pressure of the universe is taking you to that place where you don't have anywhere else to go except you, on the inside of you. And then once you realize you don't have a choice, you just go there and you do it. And you realize, oh my gosh, I have my own internal GPS system all along. Why didn't anybody tell me before? So what's the challenge here? Okay, actually believing any of this at all, actually believing that any of this can happen at all, because it's almost like it feels to me that the challenge is as soon as you figured out the solution to one problem, the next problem comes up. It's like whack-a-mole, whatever they call it in gardening. You know, when you've just done all your work on your garden and everything is perfect, and then the next morning it's full of holes again because all the little moles and rodents and pests, they've dug up their more holes. And so you have to go back to work again and fix it all. And the next morning, it's even worse. That's what I'm feeling here for you with the Seven of Wands, Gabby, is that it's like the more you try, the worse it gets. And you're scared of putting in the extra effort and wondering whether you have the courage to keep going, because it's like it's almost too baffling. Like, in other words, it doesn't make any sense. Why is it that the like the more and more work that I do, the more courage that I try and muster up, like the more challenging it becomes? Well, that's a scary problem, okay? Understandable for anybody to be intimidated by that. And so to me, this looks like the energy of extreme self-doubt, wondering whether you can figure this out, whether you've got the courage to figure this out, whether you've got the guts to actually face all these issues, and have to realize that it all comes down to you in the end. All your sorrow is yours. All your pain is yours. All your joy is yours. Okay? No matter where it comes from, whether you got it, whether it came to you, it's still yours on the inside. And you don't have to always go and get the pain. You don't always have to get happiness, get joy. You have to, it comes by invocation. So to me, it feels like with the Seven of Wands, it's just like wondering like whether you actually have the courage, like to face yourself. Let's put it that way, to face yourself and realize that there's nowhere else to go. You could blame everyone and everything for everything else you want, but in the end, it all comes down to you. And it just takes a lot of courage. Okay, let's have a look. How do we deal with this? Okay, my feeling is that please understand, Gabby, you do have the resources. You do have what it takes to figure out what you have to figure out. In fact, you might be a lot more gifted than you know. It's just that nobody's ever shown you, or nobody's ever taught you, or nobody's ever allowed you, and you never even had the inclination. So it's almost like, to me, it almost feels like circumstantial energy has owned you for so long that you became blind to your own inner compass. And no wonder you get scared or lose any kind of self-confidence, because if nobody taught you that, or you didn't even know that you had the right to that, then it can make you feel very lost and alone. All I'm suggesting now tonight here, Gabby girl, is that not only do you have the right to know that you have the talents and gifts and the resources and the strengths and the courage to do this, to face yourself, to be yourself, your true self, and you don't have to be owned by all these external issues. It's okay. You have that. And all that's happening here on this reading at Tarot Illumination is that Tarot Illumination is just saying, Gabby, you've got that. You might not think you do, but you do. Okay? And I'm just here to remind you, Gabby, that you are worth more than you might think you are. You are worth more than how you might have been raised or taught to believe you are. And you just need somebody new and different to tell you. Okay? That's all. Okay, I hope I didn't hurt your feelings or touch any really sensitive nerves, okay? Cha Edwin, yay! Hey, Cha Edwin. Let me put you on. Cha Edwin. Hey, Cha Edwin. It's too late for readings. I've only got one more left in me, and that's for Trinity. Trinity Reynolds, hey? Okay? All right, Trinity, you're up next. Actually, I need another break, people. I'm starting to wear out, as you can tell. Give me another moment here. Yay, 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 yay. Somewhere in Time Tarot. Well, thank you, Somewhere in Time. See, I like the cool thing here is that other people hijack the readings for themselves because sometimes it works. Like sometimes it doesn't work very well for the actual named party, but it resonates very, very well with someone else. So that's one of the cool things that seems to happen on this show, which I like. I don't understand it, but I love it, and it's really cool, right? So I am going to put on this power song to keep everybody chirpy and fighting, okay? As we handle this energy. Hold on, I'm typing not very well. Okay, we're back, people. We're back. Hold on, the song is starting again. Okay, here we go. Well, I needed a little break there. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the TL tunes. Well, I don't think this is the night, but there is a little bit of stuff going on in the background with Terra Illumination. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, Lena. There's some stuff going on in the background where over the next few months or so, we'll see, we're preparing for an actual digital album release for Terra Illumination songs. And it's going to be like a streaming thing, you know, like everybody streams music now. Nobody buys CDs. Nobody even hardly watches, you know, basically it's all streaming, and there's almost no money in it for the artist, which is very, very tragic. It makes me very, very sad, because if people actually knew what goes into a song, then they would demand changes in the music industry. But the reality is that, anyway, I'm going to stop complaining. Terra Illumination is going to be releasing a little album of all the solo acoustic songs, and there's going to be a lyrics book to go with it. And Lena is working on the lyrics with me, okay, to help me do all this, because it's very complicated. It's really complicated. Thank you. Okay, just so now you know, people. Well, Ray Del Sol, the thing about streaming is that that's just kind of like how it is. Like, you know, 10 years ago, there was no YouTube. Now a lot of people watch YouTube and they don't even have TV anymore. And I like CDs. I really, really like CDs, but I can't afford to make them. So the only option is streaming. Luckily, with the way it's going, we can stream anywhere across the world, anytime, the whole album on any stream system you want, whatever it is. iTunes thingy and whatever they're called. They're all, you know, everybody has them on their smartphones and, you know, tablets, and they just stream music, you know, that's it. So anyway, we're working on it. Trinity, you're up. I hope you're still here. Also, what's a TV? Yeah, Carrie, you got a point. I'm having to look into this. Lena is also helping me with this. Lena is very deep into the music industry. I don't know anything about music artists and stuff. All I know is how to write songs and play songs, and I like to do shows. And Lena is helping to develop the Terra Illumination Act. So eventually one day we'll actually do a Terra Illumination show, a real life person, instead of just a bunch of wiggly arms. All right. No, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't have TVs anymore. I don't have a TV. Thank you, also. Happy Go Lucky is always on the music channels. Okay, cool. All right, I've had my little break. I'm going to finish shuffling now. Trinity, you're up. Thank you so much, everybody, for your donations tonight. It makes a huge difference. You have no idea. You have no idea. Well, maybe you do. Maybe you do. Lena just made a friend. Is that Laura Ellen Smith? Laura Ellen Smith, are you a musician too? Come on, tell us. Arturo Alves. This is so cool. I'm having so much fun tonight. Laura has music on her YouTube page, people. Laura Ellen Smith. Laura Ellen Smith is who we did that healing for at the very beginning of the show. Anyway, let's get on with the show, and then we're going to come back to the Russian dancers, okay? You quit your job. One thing in the music industry for a lot of people, they say, don't quit your day job. Seriously. Anyway, I don't want to hurt your feelings. That's good. Well done, Happy Go. All right, Trinity, I think we're well shuffled here. Hold on tight, okay? Invite your angels. Surround yourself with love. Surround yourself with your angels. Do that very willfully by invocation. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our bodies from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our minds from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our hearts from up above. We ask for the healing power of love to fill our souls from up above. Okay? So our illumination angels are here. Trinity, bring your angels into the reading, please. Okay, here we go. Ooh, that was a wacky cut. Seriously whacked out cut. All right, here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. What's going on? What's the weather like? Strength. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Trinity, this feels to me, it's very much to do with this, where it feels to me like you're being really, really, really squeezed under a lot of pressure right now. You know, like they have those professional juicers. Have you ever seen the Champion juicer, for example, where you can put almost anything into it and it just crushes it? And out comes this very sacred, like thick, very intense, rich juice, okay? It's a lot of intense, painful pressure for the stuff that goes into it, but what comes out is very, very good. And that's what I'm sensing is going on here with you, in that you are under a lot of pressure, like your egoic self, your fully most amazing self is being dared and challenged to go to the next level and bring it in alignment with like spiritual purpose and meaning, where it isn't all just about you being the most awesome, happy person here on earth. It's like, what are you going to do with all of that? Like, how are you going to share that with others? How are you going to share your own awesomeness in the most advanced ways possible, so that you can have almost like a spiritual meaning, a mission, and a purpose and a vision for being here at all in the first place? Okay, above and beyond just the life you have now. Okay, so that's a big shift of energy. It's almost like the gods are speaking to you, Trinity. The gods are talking. All right. So, and what they're saying is that it's time for you to get very serious, Trinity, get very, very real. You might be shaking or quaking in your boots right now, but it is time to take all your amazing strength and power and talents, bring it into a very, very condensed, concentrated version, a new version of you that is going to start to be expressed over the next year, okay? I think of this as a long-term trajectory in this reading for you. Okay, what's the situation? Okay, Queen of Swords. Okay, well, again, I'm feeling a strong thing about the healing power of no here. It might be that you already understand what's going on here, and that in order for you to honor the journey and honor what's happening for you or with you in your life, where if you're under intense pressure to evolve and grow and be this new best version of yourself over here, for example, you don't have to be an Aries. I'm just talking about the pressure, because this pressure could be anywhere in your chart. Wherever that Aries pressure lies right now, my feeling is that, or even where the Capricorn or Cancer energy lies, wherever those energies lie in your chart right now, those energies are being very, very deeply activated and highlighted right now, where you need a major wake-up call to take it to the next level, okay? Like spiritual advancement. And what that means is right now, it's almost like the situation means having to cut ties with anything, everyone, anything, whatever it is that impedes the flow of this evolutionary pressure here coming from the planets onto you right now. So that's tough, okay? What's the challenge with all of this? Okay? Okay, when we talk about like the healing power of no, or at the extreme end, the healing power of FU, it means having to acknowledge that there are a lot of things that need to be over in your life. Things that are already dead and buried and gone, but they might be still wandering around like ghosts, haunting you, obstructing you, debilitating you from moving forward. And the thing is, with the Ten of Swords here, my feeling is the challenge is that in order for this to work, it means having to officially acknowledge that you're sick of whatever's not working, and you have to be willing to name and identify it and call it out. In other words, it takes a huge amounts of courage. If you think of yourself as royalty and that you have the right, the permission, the obligation, and the duty to conduct yourself at this level of royalty, to call out all the bullshit that is no longer acceptable in your life. Now, can you imagine doing that? It's very, very hard, because it means you have to call out tough love. In other words, you have to say to yourself, Trinity, this has to go. This has to go. You, that person, you have to go. You have to go. This attitude, this teaching, this perception, this concept, this conditioning, this treatment, this misbehavior, all of this has to go. That's the challenge. Can you actually call it out? Do you actually have the courage to exercise the healing power of no and identify all this stuff and actually say it to their face and go, that's very tough to do, because it means you're opening a door to a whole new world, because after you've delivered the message of the healing power of no, you have to deal with the consequences. Okay? So how are we going to do that? How are you going to have the courage to name and identify everything that is obliterated and done and gone in your life? Because if you don't, then this continues to own you forever and ever and ever, unless and until you pluck up the courage to call it out and say enough is enough. It's dead and buried and needs to stay dead and buried. All right? How do you do that? Okay, my feeling with the Hangman here is that you allow yourself to be totally tripped out and totally weirded out by the experience, but you don't have to cave into it. My feeling is that with the Hangman, it's a deliberate choice to allow yourself to feel very disoriented at the very moment where you have to do this. In other words, like if there's something really unwholesome, unhealthy, or unacceptable happening in your life, and you've been tolerating that for a while or a long time, and you've never had the guts to call it out, and then you've decided it is time to call it out, This is the time, this is the moment, and it takes huge amounts of strength and courage to go from where you are now to where you need to be. And you know that. But the thing is, at the very, very moment when you call it out, you can experience extreme vertigo. It's almost like you're going to puke on the spot when you actually say, excuse me, no. Because all of a sudden, everyone looks at you and says, oh my God, Trinity's never done that before. Or like, she never did it like that before. I think she's serious this time. And so when you say it, in other words, the way to do this is like, even as scary as it is to use the healing power of no, you have to do it. You have to allow that you're going to feel weird when that happens. But once you've done it, once you've actually expressed the healing power of no, everything changes. Everything changes. You go from here to here. Okay? Okay. So there you go, Trinity. You've got the power. You've got the power. It takes tremendous courage. You're going to feel weird. It's going to feel very trippy. It's going to feel like you want to puke when you have to deliver the healing power of no, but you can do it to whoever or whatever it is. A person, a place, a thing, a job, a location, an attitude, a concept, a teaching, a training, a conditioning, whatever it is that is not working for you, and it's part of this, it has to go. The healing power of FU. All right, there we go. Thank you, Trinity. I'm really, really glad I got to read that for you. Actually, I'm not going to read anymore tonight. I'm done. I'm just shuffling the cards out of habit. I can't, it's hard to stop once I get going. So I'm going to shuffle the cards to clean the deck for the evening. We've had a super time together. We're going to just hang out and chill out for a while. And Tarot Illumination is just going to go back to default setting. In other words, what the bleep is going to go on now? What is the bleep is happening now? Okay, let's have a look. I'm just going to put this up here as a reminder for everybody. This is with us right now. We're all dealing with this in one form or another. All right? So this is a song that I like to play for the ladies who are dealing with all the shit. Excuse my language. I'm not allowed to say that on this channel. This dealing with all the doo-doo that happens in their life that they wish they didn't have to, but it's there anyway. So dance amongst yourselves, please. It was one of those days where everything goes wrong. My hair fell out, my heel broke off, I slept through my alarm. I missed the bus tonight to school, my stalker walked me home. I sprayed his face with mace and then he left me all alone. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. A lot of my relationships, they end up in the ditch. So I'm getting counseling to be in another trouble beach. Doctors will take care of me, they make me trip and fall. So yes, you are the man you say you are. You love me through it all. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. I chose the manicures, the great solutions, the pills, the packs, the fancy packs, the empty substitutes. What I think they need is a man who throws me over my shoulder, takes me naked in the ocean, let me in the mood. Tonight,
gentle. Then again, pretending I'm so pure like they all do. It's no guarantee that I will be accepted. I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. We're gonna dance the stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you.
Hey people, I just was looking through my own notes. So we got the general reports are going to be coming up soon. These are some of the notes that are probably going to show in some of the readings. We'll see. These are big calendar moments, okay? April's going to be quite a radical month, okay? We got this right now tonight, and this is a precursor for the full moon next weekend, okay? March 31st. This big fat T-square is going to be with Aries, Libra, and Capricorn over here. This is just 1 week away, okay? And then 2 weeks later, we got the Aries new moon. Okay, it's going to be a very stressful new moon. It's a very strong new moon. It's going to be a lot of very heavy squares between Capricorn and Aries. I'm just letting you know now. There's lots of harmony, of course, between Jupiter and Scorpio and Venus and Taurus and the Capricorn stuff. But that's very nice. But I think it's important that I let you be aware of the challenges. All right. We'll get into this again later. Okay. On April 21st, kind of like tonight, we have a very, very challenging couple of days. It's just for a day or two. It's when we come to the Cancer moon. This is exactly 28 days from now. We're going to have the Cancer moon again, right in full maximum opposition over there with Capricorn energy. Serious reality check police over here, looking down very hard on Aries. There's a lot of very heavy squares here between Capricorn and Aries. I'm just letting you know now. And again, over here at the very end of the month, very different energy. We've got everything shifting over to Taurus and Scorpio. It's going to be very different energy by the end of April. Okay, you'll see that later on as we go. The Taurus Scorpio energy is very, very fixed energy. It does not like to mess around with having to juggle back and forth between all the static with all the other energies. It likes to be what it is and do what it does. Okay, it's going to bring the whole Leo North Node energy into serious conflict here. A big wake-up call. Are you guys doing everything you can be to be your most awesome selves in the context of your most significant relationships? Luckily, there's a massive, big, fat trine and sextile here with all the Scorpio, Capricorn, and Taurus energy. So we'll see how that goes. All right. I got it all wrong now. All right. So we'll put this over here. Okay, I'm going to close it out with a couple of songs. Get ready to dance, everybody. Get ready to start dancing. Go into your wardrobe and get all your most crazy stuff that makes you look like a crazy Cossack Russian dancer, gypsy dancer, okay?
my hands to love in the day. Together the sun's rays become on my way.
Everybody up, everybody up, everybody up.
Vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking up the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe I always be heard. Resonating inside us,
Love is the word.
moving through the day, pray no accidents or lives. Giving thanks to heaven that I am still alive. Blessing my enemies, blessing the ones I love. Praying for forgiveness from any damages I got. The healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe I always be heard.
Resonate inside us, love is the word.
Now the day is done, and moon is on the rise. My trials and tribulations all bottled up inside.
I summon in the love as I reach up for the skies. I command all fear and shadows be gone before my eyes. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe I all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe I all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Yeah, yeah, love is the word. Yeah, yeah, love is the word. Yeah, love is the word. Oh, love is the word.
Sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, say the word, praise the word, feel the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it out, sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, say the word, praise the word, feel the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it out, sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, say the word, praise the word, give the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, say the word, praise the word, feel the word, love the word, live the word, vibrate the word, show the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sigh the word, love the word, sing it
Good night, everybody. It's been a blessing, true blessing to hang out with you guys. I love doing this with you. And I hate having to close the show down. Sorry, it's a very strong word. I wish I didn't have to close down the show, but I need rest and sleep like you guys do, okay? Okay? All right. So farewell and see you again soon. It's been a blessing. And take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Love yourself. Love yourself. Okay? Bye bye.